it is Monday morning. I say just. I'm just annoyed because it's 10:30 and we've been doing that thing where you try and speak to your doctor. You wanted to speak to the doctor. It's not 2019. You can't speak to a doctor. You can't see a doctor. You can watch Doctor Who, but you know, an actual medical doctor, they don't exist anymore. So, basically I've been told, do it online whore bag by my doctor this morning. Or no, by the bitch whore receptionist. I think I might apply to be a bitch whore receptionist because, you know, I think I've got the capability in me. There's more jobs out there now for like receptionists than there are actual medical professionals, aren't there? So anyway, so I'm going to request my medication, and then my pharmacy will say in 2 weeks, they'll say, oh, we haven't been able to get it because you're supposed to go in and have a check. And yeah, I don't even want to go into it, but you know, I've been trying to have a conversation with the doctor about changing the medication that I'm on, and they won't ring me back. So now, you know, as if it isn't annoying enough that you can only get phone appointments, now you can't even get a phone appointment. You know, it's all very well saying, yeah, put something through and put the request through online, but when you put it through online, when it actually comes to it, it gets declined because there's things which aren't done. So right, so now I am late going to the post office again. So these are the things which I've got, which have sold. So I have sold one of these. This has gone for £20. This is one that is really ragged, and I've said that it's got a fold there and it's got a tear there. So I do hope that they've bothered to read that. I haven't had any problems yet with these. So that's going to go in one of them. Yes, it's large letter. But the weight of these Vogue magazines, they go over £7.50, so you can't send them large letter, which is annoying. And then I did this jigsaw. I finished this the weekend, so I listed this on Saturday, and it sold straight away, which was nice. $11.99 for that. There's not all that much in them. This is from 1986, this release as well. This is Jan van Hasteren. And I've done another one and listed that, so hopefully that will sell soon. I have a fair amount of anxiety about my sales because I just feel like I should have made more. Yesterday, I think I took £150 yesterday, which sounds great, but I had loads of auctions ending, and I've been finding this is that I've been sort of moving loads of stuff to auctions. Currently I have 140 live auctions, but I've had a few auctions, like on the ones I had on Thursday. I had items, I had stuff on there which had like 10, 15 watches and ended with no bids. My starting price is $9.99. I've only got one thing, which is a designer jacket, which is on starting bids at 20, just because I just didn't want it to go. It's Diane von Herstenberg. I didn't want to go for any less than that, but everything else is either starting at 99p, $4.99, $2.99, or $9.99. A lot of it's newer, you know, is stuff that's just I've got and it's gone straight to auction, but there's just no interest, and it's just so frustrating at the moment. So yeah, loads of auctions ending yesterday, but just didn't really get any sense out of them. So anyway, things that have sold which have gone for decent money, I have sold. I'm just being careful because this, although they're new, these are really raggedy, these tags that are on them. So this is some of the free stock that I got. So I've got that one, and then I've got another one almost exactly the same. It's just a slight, I think it's It's either got a longer leg or a smaller waist. I think it's smaller waist. I think it's one's 26 and one's 27. So it's the same thing again. These are Replay Electra jeans. So I've got £40 for each of them. So that's £80 for sales for something that was going to be thrown away. Woohoo! My free stock has done better than anything else. And now I've realised I need to get more of these. These are the larger ones. I need to get more of them. And they've gone to the same person. I'm so glad that they've gone to the same person as well. I don't know why I'm trying to pack this up now. I've started my day on the wrong. I've started the whole week now on the wrong foot, speaking to a stupid receptionist at the doctor. Right, this is one of my auction things. This is annoying anyway because this was in the women's wear and I didn't look at it and I thought, oh, this is Barbie. I thought, oh, great. It's children's wear. Yeah, and even though I've listed this in children's wear on a buy it now, I've had a number of people who've bought it and then go, oh, this is children's wear. Yeah, because it's in children's wear. It says children's wear and it says 15 years on it. And yes, it does say large on the label there, but I have put 15 years on the label. Is it really? I mean, I suppose I could wear it as a belly top. So yeah, that's gone on auction for bloody £5 starting bid. Thank you. Oh, I'm so happy. This is Woolovers. Cashmere, £11 auction. Oh, stuff up your ass. This is sold this morning, I think. Yeah, £11 for that. Poison Industries, it's cut into a skull face, which I'm sure you can see there. I've had that for ages. That wasn't an auction. Generally, my summary stuff is still on Buy It Nows because I just don't think it's good enough yet to, you know, command a good price, you know, because all the winter stuff's gone so well. This sold for full price. I've only just put this on at the weekend. This sold for £20. I do have 10% of this. The sale for this will go to Comic Relief because it is Comic Relief. You know, it's just the best. Comic Relief is generally mid-March, so, you know, I was hoping that those things would sell. This is a white stuff top. This has gone for like $6.99, I think, something like that. It's titchy, so it hasn't had any interest. And then this is a Karen Millen dress, which has gone for the starting auction, the maiden auction thing of $9.99 for that. So yeah, a Karen Millen dress, which didn't get much. And it's not a nice stretchy like bodice thing. So yeah, not impressed. I'm freaked out. I suppose this is what it is, isn't it? I don't know anything about the real world selling. This time 2 years ago I was in a job, so I don't know anything about actual February downturn in reality. Because I haven't been a business seller. So I'm coming up to 2 years being a business seller. Yeah, so it would have been about this time 2 years ago that I was given the boot from another job because of health issues. And then we had a pandemic. So I don't actually know what it's like to trade in a normal situation. But anyway, this weekend I have worked a lot. I have been trying to get, for the fact that I've been listing, I have got a massive pile there. It's ridiculous. And then 6 items down now. I mean, it was like about 50 items down. I've listed 50 items over the weekend. I think I've managed probably about 25 each day. Some of them I've sent straight to auction. I've got a hell of a lot of auction allowance left, even though I've been really pushing it with the auction things for the last week and a half, 2 weeks. But I've still got loads left on my allowance. ended a load of stuff and sent it to auction last night, hence why I've got 140 things on auction. And then when they end, I've got the automated relist things for like to relist them again in like 1 or 2 things, so it should put things into scheduled. And when I'm doing this properly, I do normally use all my auction allowance, and I have to be really careful that I don't have any of my relisted auction stuff getting charging me money. But I've still got 120 left to use, so I'm tempted to send a load more tonight, you know, while I've still got the last of my February allowance. Don't know, I don't even know if it's even possible. I've got loads of stuff that I want to get through. There's a rugby top there that's saying hello, Rugby World, it's WRU, so that's World Rugby Union, isn't it? So that really needs to be like listed now, like last week it needs to be listed. So yeah, and I can see at the bottom there's a toast dress, so that's a good like 50 items down. So I have got lots to do, and that's going to be my goal. So yeah, this is the situation. Ooh, ooh. So this is my big pile of stuff which is photographed, which I need to list. So I'm going to really try and get this down today. And then I've got that pile of stuff there, which is photographed, which I haven't done. I mean, those things in that box that I wanted to put them on auction and I just haven't. And they should have really gone for a Sunday night thing. It's just, I've sort of left them because I want to cross list them on Etsy. So I haven't done it. And then I just started like laying into the fact that I had all of this clothing to do. I've only got 2 things here which are like, those are done. Everything was mounding up here. But yesterday when I pulled all of that out, I pulled most of that out last night and I put it all away because I didn't want it. Well, it was a big pile and it was going to fall over. It was like 50 odd items. So yeah, that's where I am. And now I'm going to, I want to go sourcing tomorrow, but I don't know. And then I need to check my bank account, which I know isn't going to be good. Anyway, let's stop talking. Let's get all this shit on. Next time you see me, this pile will probably still be the same. Oh, no, it can't be. Hello, Tuesday, the 1st of March today. This is my pile of clothes. So, yes, it's gone down. But not gone down that much because this is all that I've listed. So it's not really very good. So yesterday, what I did was I went, number one, I had to do a load of stuff on my personal account. I needed to refresh some listings because some of them were ending in 7 or 8 days and some of them were ending in a day, and it was 80% off valuation fee listing. You know, they do 70% and they do 80%, so I thought, well, the next one they do will be 70, so I need to like just end and relist. So that was 50 items that I had to relist, vinyls. Not that, you know, not that I'm selling all that many of these records anyway. I think maybe I've priced some of them high. I don't really want to put them on auction because auctions just aren't very good. So I have then ended and relisted a whole load of stuff on my business account and relisted it all as auctions, and I did a whole load of them. I still ended it with 40 of my auction allowance that I hadn't used, but it does mean that right now I have 220 auctions or something like that, so I'm going to have to be really careful when they start ending because most of them are on an automatic sort of relist, not straight away, they sort of like 1 or 2 days. So I'm going to have to go in and reschedule them because I'm finding the stuff which is selling is more of like, it's like this thing here. When I list this, because it's just basic, it's just a basic long sleeve top, you know, but appropriate for spring. It's white stuff, so it's not like a grand label. I'm going to put that on for auction. You know, probably starting $9.99, because it's just hopefully selling through things. But you see, then as well, I'm doing things like this. This is something that went on yesterday on my February auction allowance. This is a Elvis Jesus t-shirt. It's rare. It's a rare design. I haven't seen anybody else selling any of these. I can only find the imprint on their actual website. Yeah, so Elvis Jesus. But the reason I haven't listed it is because I had this ages ago, is I've got repaired holes on it. I've got repaired holes which are actually on the front there, and then repaired holes near this sleeve. So I put that on auction, but I started that on at 20. So, you know, there is some things that I am sort of doing, but I you know, this month I'm going to run out of my auction allowance, because I'm really leaning towards the idea of like volume selling and selling through things a bit quicker. So I'm going to do a whole load more listing. This just hasn't gone down far enough. You know, there's like some really good stuff on here which I need to get on, like that. Sweaty Betty. I found some Sweaty Betty today. So I've been out to the charity shop this morning. I've not had a really good day. It's coming up to 3. I've just had some lunch. I went out this morning, and when I was sort of like half a mile down the road, having walked down the road, I realised that I hadn't taken my inhaler this morning. Asthma inhaler. And I know what I did, because I got out of the shower, and then for some reason I sort of like did my, you know, put my cream on my face, and then I put my contact lenses on, and because I'd put my contact lenses on, I thought that I'd already taken my inhaler, and then I brushed my teeth after my breakfast instead of before, and usually I brush them before. I brushed them straight after taking my inhalers. But anyway, the long shot of it is that I felt really breathless this morning, and then I was just like, well, I'm already out. I mean, how bad can it really be? You know, but then because I've done like a good 3.5 miles today, you know, I did sort of feel it, but I didn't want to come back, and there was another of the frustrations, because I just thought, oh well, I've got some Ventolin in my bag, and then I went to look in my bag for my Ventolin, and all I had was stupid paraphernalia for the pandemic arse bollock crap. Ugh! So annoyed. And I was like, oh, here's my inhaler. No, it's another bottle of hand sanitizer. So I had like 4 things of hand sanitizers, masks, a lanyard saying I'm exempt from masks, but no inhaler. So I've got to clean out my bag. That was really annoying. And then while I was in the charity shop, I got a text message. I got one of those eBay notifications that you just dread, from the person yesterday who bought the jeans. And you know, when I was telling you about my sales yesterday, you knew that I had some reluctance about those jeans, and I just had this feeling in my water. So, you know, she's giving me all sorts of like reasons why I've listed them wrong and they're the wrong size. You know, it's always the thin folk who like tell you about sizing, and you know how they're either too small or too big, and it's really aggravating when you're somebody like me. And I just felt like saying, well, you know, why don't you keep them in the, you know, because you'll fatten into them one day, because you know my wedding dress was a size 8, and that was only in 2015, and I'm certainly at a size 8 now. I'm probably more like a size 16, probably more like a size 14, but you know, yeah. So she's going to return both pairs of jeans, so that's £80, you know, which is just what I don't want on the first of the month. I've realised that one of the reasons why I keep getting annoyed on the first of the month is not just the mortgage that's going out. I had another direct debit, which was quite a big payment for something else, which for some reason used to go out on the 18th, but now goes out on the 1st. So it's just so frustrating. I don't even know why they've moved it. You know, it's just really annoyed me. And this business, the reason that I was sort of like reluctant about this sale is because I woke up to the sale on Sunday morning. So the person purchased them at like 4 a.m. on a Saturday night / Sunday morning. So they're obviously drunk, buying things on the internet. And now they've got buyer's remorse because all the stuff's turning up that they don't remember buying when they were drunk on the aftermath of Saturday night. So, you know, that's why I was a bit reluctant, because I just thought, you know, they just bought both of them, which were different size jeans, in succession. So I know that they weren't compos mentis when they were buying them. So that's why I was reluctant when I was packing them up yesterday. I just thought, you know, this is too good to be true. Somebody doesn't just randomly buy 2 pairs of dead stock jeans on early hours of Sunday morning. So yes, I've got a load of stuff which I got at the charity shop this morning. I'll do a haul in a separate video because people, you know, prefer it in a separate video rather than, you know, all the Geschichte of these vlogs that I do. And yeah, asthma's okay now. I've taken my medication and I'm going to get on with doing this. Yeah, that's my life. Anyway, it's Shrove Tuesday, is it not? And it's the 1st of March. I tell you, even though I was asthmatic and I was like walking, I was still walking at quite a high pace, even though I was like, well, just take it easy because you'll be okay. You'll take your medication when you get back in at dinner time. But I don't know, I came back and I'm a sweaty girl now. I am not going into another summer of having chub rub, you know, so it's Lent. Let's give up being a crap eater for Lent and try and do some exercise. If anything, you know, I can go into the wilderness, go into the desert and, you know, up my exercise, because I think it's exercise is the thing. I've always eaten like this and I know that your metabolism changes in your 40s. But I can't go on like this. I need to get a handle on the chub rub because my thighs are too big. And I've seen the step one pants for ladies, and you know, let's face it, they're not for ladies, and no self-respecting woman is going to wear a pair of like knickers that go all the way down her leg. Right, okay, let's see how much of this I can get listed, because I've just eaten so I don't feel very lively, so I'm going to get a load of this stuff listed and see how far I can get. I'm not going to I don't think I'm going to ration myself, because I've got a fairly decent haul of stuff from Friday that I haven't yet even photographed. I've got a decent bag over there which I need to put on, so I don't think I need to ration myself. I just need to get this stuff on, because the more stuff I've got on, the more I can sell. So let's see what I can do. So this is the pile. Right, Tuesday morning, Tuesday the 2nd of March. Sorry about light. It's dingy and it's raining or drizzling. So I can't see, but even so, like the light is like I'm on some kind of celestial plane. So last night I did get a fair few things listed after I stopped the video. But then I was like having a little break looking at Instagram, and Emma from Robin and Rose Reselling, she said again about using some of the features that you've got on your shop at the moment, because they've got some like beta things which are sort of like new and they're probably like trialing them. But she said you need to be using this banner thing. So yes, you can put your featured items on, which I do that, but then I'm not good at keeping on top of it. But they've got this new thing where you can put a featured in. But my shop front's a bit rubbish, so I spent a lot of time yesterday sort of like tidying that up. And then I put on a 10% discount for the 40 days of Lent. Now I know that, well, number one, it's crass because you're supposed to be giving things up, but I've put don't give up shopping. So my sale says don't give up shopping for Lent, have 10% off. The moment I launched it, I made a sale, only a little one. But even if I'd sent an offer out on this, I would have sent an offer out on this of $5.99. So it was on for $6.99. So they've paid $6.27 with the 10%. So this is just a tie, and this is just some of the things which were kicking around. These ties have been like kicking around for ages. I just keep like piling them on top of boxes and not dealing with them, and I dealt with them all last week. So this Newsom monkey, and it's just wool. So I think I got picked up for 50p ages ago. Yeah, and I remember where I got it from, and they've had rearranged that charity shop so many times. I know how long ago. It's probably been kicking around for the best part of a year. And then, so I put this thing on my shop, and I immediately seemed to get a lot of traffic. Yes, I had some auctions ending last night, but only 2 of them sold. So I don't know, there's obviously something to it. So I'm definitely going to keep on with keeping my shop front tidy and keep using this thing. So definitely look into that, because really good advice. So I've got 9 things to pack up today, which is unheard of for a Tuesday night sales. So that tie, no, nothing that's going to like set the world alight here. A Lego set, wheels again. This is the only thing. This was looking to be the only thing that I'd sold yesterday, because this sold at lunchtime after I was leaving the charity shop. So that's just a Vogue magazine that I got for free. Whoa. Yeah, this is one of these supplement ones. It's quite cool. I'm thinking that the weight of that, it might actually go large letter with that one. Don't know. £15 for that, and that was obviously one of these freebies. This is one of the first things I ever picked up. I know. I think I picked this up as a trial item before I even started reselling. So this has been in my inventory for over 2 years. This is Ben Sherman. That's going to America. This is also something that's been around for the best part of 2 years. Tommy Hilfiger. I don't really pick up Tommy Hilfiger now unless it's something like, unique. But that's just a shirt. That was on auction. Somebody offered me £2.50, and I've got postage on top of it. So I took that because I'm sick and sight of that. This was a new item that I put on yesterday, and like I find with so many All Saints things, they've either got stains or they've got holes, but I do pick them up because they're desirable and they're easy to sell. So it's All Saints, but it's got a small this sort of, they look like rust marks. So this was on auction, so it's got a little daff mark there and a little mark there on the hem, which were very clearly photographed, but the person who's bought it probably hasn't looked. So let's hope that they don't look when they get it and then go, it's got a mark on it. Yeah, that's what it said. I always write these things out in the description, but I've started putting it in that condition box, as that sort of like does appear in the listing thing, and I must get in the habit of doing that. If it's got defects, not necessarily everything, because most of the stuff is okay, but then there's no harm in doing that. But I think I'm quite thorough with my listings anyway. It's not my fault that the ability to read is not something which is common. So So then I've got 2 coats. This one, I'm not going to unfold it because it's all folded nicely. Yeah, I am, because I've got to get it into, I've just spent a lot of time looking for poly bags. This is auction stuff. So this has gone, this smells actually a bit. So that's Reese, and that's gone for £10, maiden bid auction. And then this one has also got, well, this one for £10.50. This is Harry Brown. So I kind of knew at the time when I brought it home that I'd made a complete error bringing this bag because it was nonsense. So that's gone for £10. I really must get into the habit of, if I'm, you know, of putting things on auction when it's seasonally appropriate, because obviously it was like glorious sunshine yesterday, you know, and if I was like putting things on auction that were spring summer wear now, they're going to get more attention. It's quite early for screaming. It's only just gone 9. But I'm going to go out today. I'm going to go to this new charity shop and see if it really, you know, if it was just fluke, all those things. I think, because somebody said that their shop near them in Stockport had gone out, their Bernardo's had gone out of business as well. And theirs was a £1 shop, which would explain why there was £1 items and why there was like £3 items from my other shop that I used to go to. I think they just pulled all their items, and I think this is going to probably become one of these shops where the prices are silly. So I'm going to go and see what the crack is today, see if they've refreshed any of their stock, see if it's going to become a museum of high prices, and then I'm going to get on the tram and go into the wilderness on the first day of Lent. And when I say wilderness, I mean Sale, which is awful. My husband won't even take the car there because people always smash it. And there's a sort of place where you can park like nowhere in a car park, and somebody will come and park next to you and then open the car door into you. So I'm going to go there because they said that they were putting their summer stock out in one of these shops, which is a sort of pound shop. So I want to go and see if there's anything like spectacular that they've put out. But then it's like one of those areas where you go there and they close early because it's on Wednesday because they think it's still 1980s. That used to be a big thing, having a half day on Wednesday. Doctors still do it around here. So that's my plans for today. And the other thing that I've sold, this sold on an offer. I've had quite a few watchers on this. I only listed this, I think, at the weekend. So, I mean, it is really cool, these wide leg trousers. I put them on for 25. People have only been selling them for around 20. These are the sold prices, but obviously it's a bit out of season at the minute for this. The sold prices that I was looking at were out of season sold prices. But then other people were like asking 60, and I really don't think you're going to get that because it is still H&M. Yes, just because it's like a crossover of another brand. GP and J Baker, I don't know who that is. Some of the stuff is quite high, coats and things, but you see again that might be a seasonal thing. So I've got £23 for them. That's fine because I only paid 2 and I only got them the other day, and you know, as long as I keep this up and I keep the momentum going, this is what I need to do, and this is definitely what I'm going to do. Hence why I launched that sale, and I thought a lot of people, you know, they have like a small window, and then I just thought, well, you know, it is a bit gimmicky. Let's do it for the whole of Lent. So it's 40 days. It's till the 14th of April. So that's the Thursday just before Good Friday. So I just don't want to be in another wilderness. I feel like I've just been in the wilderness of January and February. So, you know, I want to end the wilderness. So that's what I'm doing. I'm going to call it a day with this video because it's now like 3 days long. And I'm going to go out to the charity shops and see what I can do. I may well even go to Eccles because I'll have a tram ticket. But you know, that's whether they've actually repaired the tram line or not. Don't know. Certainly not going to Altrincham. That's a waste of time. Right, so thank you for watching, and sorry this is a long one. I will put some more haul videos on now, because whatever I get today will be a haul video. And I've got stuff there which is a haul video, which you can't quite see. And yeah, the pile is getting lower. I've already put the stuff which I listed away when I was pulling all that, so now I've got to crack on because time is pressing away. This is a great coffee.